Stand up right now. Seriously, pause, stand up, and then sit back down. Did you feel that? That slight stiffness, that subtle resistance in your hips and lower back, that almost imperceptible heaviness when you returned to the chair. You probably blamed it on tiredness, or age, or just the way your body is. But what you just felt wasn't fatigue. It was your body aging in real time. Here's what most people completely miss. Sitting is not a passive state. Your body doesn't simply pause when you sit down. Something far more complex and far more damaging quietly begins. And it starts not in your muscles, not in your spine. It starts in your blood vessels, at the molecular level, within minutes. When you sit, the large muscle groups in your legs, the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, go electrically silent. Researchers call this muscular unloading. And the moment it happens, an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase drops by nearly 90%. That enzyme is responsible for breaking down fat in your bloodstream. So within the first hour of sitting, fat particles that would normally be cleared begin circulating freely. Blood viscosity changes. Circulation to the lower extremities slows. And here's the part that changes everything: the shear force against your arterial walls. The gentle mechanical pressure that keeps those walls elastic and young almost disappears. Arteries need to be used to stay young. Without that pressure, they begin to stiffen. This is not metaphor. This is measurable vascular aging compressing into a single afternoon. But that's not the strange part, because while this is happening in your vascular system, your nervous system is also receiving a signal, a very specific signal that evolution never anticipated. And it's misinterpreting that signal in a way that accelerates aging across your entire body. Your brain contains a region called the insular cortex, and one of its jobs is to constantly map the position and state of your body in space. Neuroscientists call this interoception, your internal sense of self. When you sit motionless for hours, the proprioceptive signals, the constant stream of positional data flowing from your muscles, joints, and fascia, go quiet. And here's where it gets deeply strange. Your nervous system interprets that silence as threat suppression, as hiding, as the ancient crouch of a prey animal waiting for a predator to pass. The body responds accordingly. Cortisol edges upward. Cellular repair processes slow. Inflammatory markers begin to rise. Your immune system shifts from maintenance mode into low-grade alert. You're not resting, you're bracing. Now here's the mechanism that connects all of this, and why researchers studying longevity are paying very close attention to what happens inside a single cell when you stay still too long. Inside nearly every cell in your body are structures called mitochondria. They generate energy. But that's not all they do, and this is what most people miss entirely. Mitochondria are also biological sensors. They monitor mechanical stress, movement, load, and they respond by regulating something called NAD+, a coenzyme directly tied to DNA repair, cellular aging, and the activation of longevity proteins called sirtuins. When the mechanical signal from movement disappears, when you sit, mitochondrial activity drops, NAD+ levels fall. The sirtuins that normally repair micro-damage in your DNA become less active. Every hour of stillness is an hour your cellular repair machinery is running below capacity. This is not happening over years. It's happening today. And now, connected all together, your arteries are stiffening. Your nervous system is running a threat response. Your mitochondria have slowed their repair work. And your brain's internal map of your own body is going quiet, which researchers now link to accelerated cognitive decline, reduced neuroplasticity, and diminished spatial memory. The feeling you called tiredness after a long day at a desk? That is the simultaneous degradation of 4 separate biological systems: vascular, neurological, metabolic, and cellular, all triggered by the same single input: stillness. Here is what makes this extraordinary. The human body was never designed to separate movement from time. For 300,000 years, to exist was to move. Circulation, neural mapping, mitochondrial signaling, arterial elasticity, every one of these systems evolved inside a body that was always in motion. The chair is not furniture. To your biology, It is a novel stressor, one your genome has had almost no time to adapt to. What you felt when you stood up moments ago was your body attempting to reboot 4 systems at once. The stiffness wasn't weakness. It was latency, the biological cost of interruption. And the most remarkable part? 10 minutes of walking is enough to reverse nearly all of it. Not because movement heals you, but because movement is the normal state, and your body has been waiting the entire time to return to it.